Welcome to the video, and we're talking today about post-traumatic stress disorder with anabolic steroids in your cycle and how it affects you mentally and how you could fix it. Well, first of all, you're a bodybuilder, you know that we have some serious results, serious muscle growth, and serious transformations along our career. Even in the IFBB league, NPC, doesn't matter, even if you don't do it, even if you just do it as a hobby, we all have post-traumatic stress disorder. And I'm going to tell you why. Some bodybuilders will experience significant gains with some compounds when they use them effectively with food, proper nutrition, proper minerals, proper peptides, insulin, everything, human growth hormone, SARMs, the whole 9 yards. Now, this is something that you might never have thought about, but it's reality, and it's present today in the industry. When you combine a normal cycle, and let's talk about a cutting cycle, where you use primobolan, testosterone as a base, masterone, EQ, and you added clen, DNP, but then you had amazing results, and then you went into a bulking phase, and now you need a cut, but you could not find one of the compounds, and this is when you have post-traumatic stress disorder. Here's how it goes. You're missing from this cycle, it's your current cutting cycle, you're missing a base that helped you in the past, and this was primobolan, and you were also using the DNP. And you're thinking in your mind that the only way you're going to gain these results is if you find this, if you find it, but you do not find it. And you get so angry and agitated, but you got to start this cycle and you got to prep for this competition, and now you don't have it. And the entire cycle you're thinking about, like, oh my God, if I could just get my hands on this, but it's so expensive or it's so out of reach. I can't get the insulin. I cannot afford the proviron, or I could not afford any compound or whatever. But in this case, primobolan. And you're missing primo because you think it's, oh my God, it has to be in that cycle. So you're going through the whole 8 weeks without it. And you're not seeing the same results. You know why? Post-traumatic stress disorder leads to stress, where it raises your cortisol levels. And cortisol impacts strongly your cycle. So that means when you're training, you're always thinking about this, and you will not give 100%. When in fact, you could probably reach those same results without the DNP, without the primobolan, just with testosterone only, and with clen. Why? Why is this happening? Because most bodybuilders that are at this advanced level have been taught that this is the only way that they know how to do it, because they probably paid a really good coach that was really expensive, and that's the only way they got the body that they wanted. So they know exactly what to do now. But in fact, they're not using their own brain to put any element to fix this. So this is how you fix it. Testosterone in low doses, it's great. If you go up in the dose, you got yourself anabar. Yep, by just upping the dose of testosterone, you have yourself, like, if you had anabar. Yep, that's how it works. Now, a lot of people will be like, oh my God, this is crazy. This is the truth. This is the truth. So you cannot just say, I don't have this compound, but you got to find a way to mitigate the solution, and instead of facing it as something negative, find something positive and find a way to mitigate so you have precise results where you could actually implement it and have the same results or even better. If all you have is test and cleanse, do it with test and cleanse. Maybe add a SARM, something that's closer. Maybe add a little bit of Trenbolone. And you will cut. You will have amazing results. All you need to do is train and diet properly. Now, PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, is something that is so intense, and many people don't talk about it. But it creates depression, anxiety. Your mind is always racing with thoughts. How do I get that compound? I'm gonna find a way to get it. Oh my God, next time this year I'm gonna buy 20 vials so I never run out, and I have it for like 6 months later. I need to find a way to get this peptide because now I'm going into this cycle and I need to have it because I'm going into bulking, and now you're thinking about the 4th cycle you're gonna do. This is amazing. This is good, but not this way. When you see your life going at this direction, you're gonna stop focusing on the reality of your really important things, because bodybuilding is amazing. Anabolics help really good with a physique, but it's not everything in life. You also have a family. You also have kids. So why not go through your cycle, believe in yourself, and hey, in place of pinning that primo bowling, hey, go spend 10 minutes with your kid. Every time you think about it, hey baby, how are you doing? Let's go play. Let's go draw. Let's go to your room. Let's play ball outside. Or with your kid, hey, you want to play some football? You want to watch a movie together? Something. Hey, do you want to learn about bodybuilding? I want to show you how to do some exercises. You got to find a way to get your mind out of the post-traumatic stress disorder this has caused during the years. It could happen within a year, someone. It could happen in 3 years. Now, in a really advanced level, this could happen seriously, hardcore. And one of the main things is insulin. If you don't find insulin and you know that it's really beneficial, or you don't find IGF or the right human growth hormone, well, let me tell you something. There is ways that you could actually mimic insulin. There is ways that you could actually mimic human growth hormone by using other alternatives. Because you've been taught that whatever you knew in the forums or whatever is what's the reality, which is not. This is not the only thing that exists. In fact, MK677 could replace completely human growth hormone. Fructose, you could use that instead of insulin. Yeah. Revolor, you could actually use that and have the same effects, even better muscle growth, but you didn't know that. You could use kynoselin, and that's even going to put you in a better angle in a cutting cycle and a bulking phase. You could use compounds such as TA333, TA555, 3A777, which are exotic compounds that are easily found, even EPO. For any goal, you gotta find ways to not do the same things that you were doing before. And this is how you fix your post-traumatic stress disorder. Bodybuilding is something beautiful. It's so beautiful that you gotta attain the proper knowledge to educate the brain and yourself to make it better every time you do it. Not by just doing the same thing all over again. Because the same thing all over again is not going to be the same thing that's going to help you in a lifetime. Do you think that Big Ramy got his physique from just doing 2 milligrams of or 2 grams of testosterone with 30 milligrams of dianabol. No. He was probably eating from 7,000 to 9,000 calories a day, 10 times, and using a lot more than you could ever imagine, doing rightfully, with proper knowledge, with proper guidance, with a really good coach I admire. And it is something that you need to look, that if you want to get better, leave your past at your past. Grab it, the good things only, and then implement it into better things. So every time you're doing something, you make it better. And it's positive, and that's how you eradicate PTSD from anabolic steroid use. Now, post-traumatic stress disorder could also impact your living daily activities. Like, let's say you're cooking and you didn't find that compound. You're thinking about it, you're like, oh my God, you know what, since I didn't find that compound, I know this cycle is not gonna work. I'm just gonna eat today in the morning. I'll have 6 French toasts with, I'll just add 10 yolks. I'll need the carbs. Maybe that's gonna fix it. No, you could not go back into wrong knowledge, wrong problem solving. You gotta problem solve. And that means opening your eyes and not letting this jeopardize the actual future and presence of your bodybuilding career. So, in fact, this is something that you might learn from and educate others to make it better. You know, most bodybuilders that make really good IFBB cards and they look amazing, they didn't need that much. And sometimes they found out they didn't even need that compound. In my case, I found out many times I didn't need those compounds to get my results or the results I want. You know, because there is ways to lose weight, where you could actually do it and have even healthier, better results without side effects, and you feel better, your family's happier, your surroundings are on point, maybe you have more money to go and get better food items, and you should just always do it positive, man. So PTSD with anabolic steroids is something that really truly exists, and you should find the solution with just creating a rightful path where you could find exactly what helps you with natural ways or natural remedies, because these things help, but in reality, you gotta train hardcore, man. You know, you just don't wake up ripped with abs and shredded with big muscles and everything. You have to grind hard. You gotta be freaking sensational when you're doing your push-ups or when you're lifting that weight. You gotta use correct terms. You gotta use your mind, muscle connection. You gotta find how to be fearless, where you know that you're gonna make this goal happen no matter what. And even if you didn't have anything available, it's still gonna happen because you have the power in your brain to decide what's gonna happen as you evolve. And that's what people don't get. The mind, the brain is something so powerful that just thinking about a solution could enhance the profile serotonin level that you have, and you become high in understanding, high in when you're doing that workout, you know it's working out. When you're going to sleep, picture the body that you want. And you know what? It comes true. It comes to reality. But you're putting the hard work, you're eating the right food, and you're using the compounds correctly. And this is something that will help you not have PTSD overall in your bodybuilding career with anabolic steroids. So thank you for watching the video. Remember to subscribe, leave me a comment below, and if this is you, hey, I'm with you, man. But just don't stay with the bullcrap that you hear from everybody. If you're new at it, hey, you don't find a compound, find another. There's many out there. There's over 27 different esters. Find a way to get it. Find a way to use peptides to your advantage. There's many. I know them all. I'm an extreme professional at this, and I could teach you. Ask me, I'll help you. But don't center yourself where you could, it has to be that cycle. It has to be this element, because it's going to lead to problems. And that's not the way to go in bodybuilding. It has to be beautiful and perfect. It has to be something that you grow every time that you do a workout, that you just benefit so much. My advice is do it consistently. It's going to aid to set your goals. You should always eat right. You should always love yourself. Focus on fitness and just relax, rest, eat right, smile, portray positive energy, enjoy life, and just care for others like I do. And you see that every day you could tell yourself that you could do this. So I'll leave you guys with that. You guys know I'm out.